Alright guys, hello, I'm back. Back on tonight. So actually this morning it's like 3 a.m. Tokyo time in the morning. So yesterday I got kind of busy with doing like work and stuff like that. So I had to kind of cut my stream a little bit short. So I hope that you guys have had a pretty good weekend. It's kind of cold and rainy here in Tokyo, whereas like on Saturday it was actually really kind of warm. So I got to kind of go out and check out the nature, take some good pictures of some cherry blossoms. So if you guys are on my Discord server, which I highly recommend that you guys check out. So my Discord server is right here. Yeah, you can just kind of come check me out at Wild Blade, or sorry, at Tokyo Indie Game Dev Jam, Indie Dev Game Jams. Kind of complicated name, but I'll go ahead and post the link up to that later on. But because I was kind of busy today, I had to cut my previous stream short. And what we were working on is we were working on setting up the enemies for our for the Spirits of the Lost Wind game build. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with that tonight, and I'm probably not really going to chat so much because I kind of want to focus on being able to, actually work and get this game build out. And I'll also be updating this weekend. Sorry, updating it this week with updating the itch.io game this week, I should say, as well as the code that I'm putting into this game template. So, if you've been following my Twitch channel, you'll know that I'm building this game using a 2D game template that I built last month. Um, and that you can download that 2D game template from my website at creativemb.com. So you can like go here, creativemb.com, and look for this game on my website, and you'll see a link to download this template that we're using at the moment. And also, if you want to play the demo game for this, you can play the demo game, and you'll get to see me keep updating this demo game every week with the new content that I am building right before your eyes on Twitch. So that'll be something fun for you guys to play with. So don't forget, download the Unity 2D game kit. This is designed to be code free. So basically just plug and play for building top-down shooters or isometric games or any kind of game that you want, really. So let's see, where were we at? So the last time you saw me, I was working on building this Blader character. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this window a little bit bigger and show you kind of where we stopped. Um, and hold on, I've got like a little bit of background noise here. Let me go ahead and turn that off, I think. Yeah, I've kind of got my live going here for some reason, which I don't want. Yeah, so, oh, that's my previous video, that's why. So let me go ahead and turn this off. And actually, hold on, he's getting his butt kicked. Um, so let me jump up out of this over here. And that'll make it easier. Alright, well, right now my character has a shitload of life, so, I mean, they're not going to kill him that easy. He's like Samuel L. Jackson from Long Kiss Goodnight, but you can't kill me, motherfucker. Alright, so, making sure that that's off. Okay, now back to playing my music. So if my music is too loud, please let me know. Alright, so what we were working on is we set up this this Blader character right here to be able to melee attack our player, which is what you're seeing right here now. So he runs up, he bumps him, and then he like slashes him really quick. Okay, and let me make this bigger. Alright, and so we have multiple enemies in this game at the moment, and we have our weapons, our little weapon system, our card system, and if he gets annoying, I'm just going to shoot him and blast his ass back to wherever he came from. Alright, so that's where we're at the moment. So we have two types of enemies. We have the gunner, who basically just kind of stays at a distance and shoots, and then we have the blader, who is the one that's actually chasing the player around the screen. And this also applies to the level 1 scene. So right now we were in the sandbox scene, but since we also kind of implemented that on the main game. So as I mentioned before, when you're using this game kit, one, it's designed to be like code free. So I'll be doing the coding and that, so you guys don't have to deal with that when you download the kit. And also, you have two scenes. You have the sandbox, and you have your demo game scene. So I do recommend building most of your elements in the sandbox first, and like kind of testing them out because it's a simpler environment for you to deal with. And then after that, once you have everything working in the sandbox, then you can kind of like port it over to your game level, and and make sure that it works there. You might have to adjust a few settings. Did his head just go through that tree, or did that tree just go through his body? That tree just went through his body. Alright, so I'm gonna have to adjust my trees. Now, the cool thing about this is that mostly everything that you're seeing in the scene has been turned. In this scene is just a prefab. So I'm not really using too many elements on here. And I'm just gonna let this guy chase him around. My player's got like really like low health at the moment. Alright, and then I'm gonna use my weapon and get rid of him. Alright, so that's kind of what we've got set up at the moment. So what we're going to continue doing is, I guess we're going to continue doing the graphics and setting up the other enemies very quickly. So the other enemy that we're going to be setting up right now is I have this Adobe Animate scene, and this is where I do a lot of my artwork. My initial drawings like these are done on my iPad using Procreate, which is the process I'll probably show you this week. And then after I've kind of got the look of what I want in Procreate, then I just jump over into Adobe Animate, and I make a vector type graphics, and then just kind of put them together. So let's see what I can do here. It now is, I think we've already got the turret set up in our game as well. So when I go back over here, the turret is in the sandbox. The turret is a little hidden weapon. Okay, so now with the way that I have this game kit organized, I'm trying to keep everything nice and tidy for you guys. So the enemies will be under the enemies folder, so you can just kind of press here. And if you'll notice right now, you are not seeing anything. That's because he's hidden. He's stealth, right? So even if I turn this on, you're not really going to see anything. This enemy, this turret actually has a like a mask applied to him, so that's why you can't really see him unless he's inside of the mask, which our player will have. Right, so if I run over here, you're not really going to see anything until I come down here, and that's when you can see this turret, which actually I'll need to give him a different rigid body and make him a little bit bigger, because I can move him out of the way. So let's quickly do that. So I'll take this mask off of him right now so that we can visually see him. And you'll notice that the over here the collider for this is really huge. That's and it's a box collider. So I'm gonna get rid of this box collider and just like replace it with a circle collider that better fits the contour of this enemy. So let me go ahead and remove this component and and then like a circle collider 2D, and this one will need to be a trigger, right? And these enemies have two colliders. One is for to detect collisions, and the other one is so that's the trigger one that we just set, and then the other one is the physical body inside of it. So for this second box collider, I'm going to remove this component, and I'm going to give this another circle collider 2D. The Circle Collider 2D for the physical body needs to be smaller than the one for the trigger. So I can just like kind of shrink this down here, and then I can go to the Hidden Sniper top, and I can adjust the Circle Collider here. Yeah, and that'll make sure that this can detect when the turret has been hit or damaged. but also like you know, if the player bumps into it or something bumps into it to interact with it, then there will be a physical body for it to kind of bounce off of, or you know, to stop at. And also for the rigid body on this one, you'll notice I was actually able to push this kind of push this character around. So for the mm, physical body, I think we're gonna give it a static. Yeah, so we'll give it a static. And you know, so because we don't necessarily want this to be dynamic to where the player can kind of push it around. For a turret anyway, a turret should basically kind of stand still, I think. Alright, so now I'm gonna run over here, and, you know, check out my turret. Okay, it's rotating. It can shoot at me, but okay, and I can't run. I can't push it around anymore. Right. So all I would need to do, the reason it's not shooting at me right now is because I need to change the bullet. So I will go to the sniper enemy, and keep in mind I'm trying to use the same exact script for all of the well, like 90% of the enemies in this game. So everything that you need you'll be able to find on the chasing enemy script. So for example, this includes like turrets, like gunners, bladers, like moving characters, non-moving characters, characters that can shoot, characters that can only melee attack. So you can set all of those settings here by just ticking these boxes. You know, so you don't have to look at any code because I've already done that for you. All right. I'm gonna give this turret a the same, I guess the same projectile that I've got the blader with at the moment. So this will be enemy projectile probably 2. So I can go to the top level and just go ahead and select this projectile and just drag this in here. So this is pretty much a drag and drop development kit, right? And for this turret, I think it's a little bit small. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of increase the size here a little bit. And maybe even stretch it out this way to where, yeah, this looks a little bit more like kind of tank-ish, I guess. Right. And now I'll take him and stick him over in the corner, you know, where he's gonna be a little more effective. Sorry, I'll have to move the whole thing. Okay, yeah, I didn't have that centered up. So, and another thing that I've noticed with this is you'll see this gray diamond. In this game kit, the gray diamonds represent the shot point of where, you know, basically where the bullet will be coming from. So you want to put that at the, you know, yeah, this will be a better representation, I think. Yeah, so you want to make sure that this is kind of at the front of the barrel or wherever you want the projectile to spawn from. So when you're making new enemies, you can easily switch where the projectile is, you know, is produced from by just simply moving this shot point. So that's also something that you can do. Okay, you. Why aren't you shooting at me? Actually, I might make that a little bit bigger. Hmm. Okay, hold on. There's no animator. Oh, okay, that's why he's not shooting at me. There's no animation controller like assigned to him. So for these default yeah, for the default like designs, character design, you're going to want to make sure that you that all of them have an animation controller. So I can just go ahead and I might not necessarily need an animation controller for this, but I may want to put one on here anyway. So by default, I'll just go ahead and create it because that's kind of what the script is looking for. So for the default character that I'm going to leave in the kit for you, I'll go ahead and assign an animation controller to them, just so that you guys don't have to worry about that. Um, so I'll go under animations, and remember the gunner, the blader that's on the screen right now is also using the same animation controller as the gunner that we created previously. So So I'm going to try to use as few animation controllers as possible. So for enemies that are very similar, they'll probably use the same animation controller. But for ones that have different movement, different body parts and stuff like that, you'll need to create your own. So to create an animation controller, you can just go under the animation folder, and you can create a new folder. That's what I recommend. So this will be RDC turret 1. All right. And for this, so I'll just put like idle animation, and that should take care of that error, because like it was just telling me that there's no animator attached. So now there's the animator attached, so it should be able to shoot at me. Okay, so let's see. Run around here. I don't have to worry about bumping anything because I got a lot of life now. Alright, yeah. So now it can shoot at me. So now that it's got all of the required components, necessary for the script, it can take pot shots at me too. So, alright, cool. Alright, so now we have like 3 enemies done. So we have the gunner, we have the blader with his melee attack, and we have a turret that we can actually kind of hide if we want to. And for this turret, I think I am going to go ahead and make him a little bit, go ahead and widen him out a little bit more circular, because he was looking too flat there. And for some reason this guy is not popping up on my screen. Why? Yeah. Alright, so I'll play this one more time. So that's why the sandbox mode is really, really important, I think. So, because when you start building a big game, when you start building a big level, it's easy to kind of get lost. And, sometimes even though you need to do something simple, your brain is still stuck on the complexity of the level that you're actually looking at. So, it can kind of mess with you a bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, this kind of works. So I'm not really gonna worry about that too much. You can redesign, any of these if you want. You notice that this turret only has one body, so this is just one graphic, whereas the RDC blader actually has itself separated in body parts, so that's why it's easier to animate. If I was gonna animate this though, animate this turret, what I would do is um probably put a nice little attack on this. So and I don't want to get into code too much on this one, but I might go ahead and create a nice little movie clip for this, and um, put it under the turret, make sure I'm in the right spot, and then I'll put like a shoot. Alright, so I am going to create a quick little shoot animation. Now keep in mind this only has like one part. This turret only has one part. And so I'm going to be on the on this top, not the top layer, because that's kind of just the container for it. I'm going to be on the actual physical body for this, right? So the hidden sniper enemy. And all I'm going to do is whenever this shoots, I'm going to kind of squish it backwards. So, hey, I'm going to squish it backwards a little bit. And also, I might need to move it back. Right. So let's see how that looks. It's gonna like kind of squish back when it shoots. And then, I'm gonna go out to another frame and copy and go ahead and drop this here, and then like paste it there. And so it's gonna like make a little like rocking motion when it shoots, just to like show some impact of the bullets like popping out of it. And that might be a little too fast, so I'm going to extend this out to about maybe 20. Come on. All right. So that should be good. Let me think. I think I hear myself talking in the background. Why I hear myself talking in the background? Oh, okay, that's why. Sorry about that. So that might be, you might be hearing double. Yeah. Is this thing still going? Yeah, I'm still hearing myself somewhere. I've got multiple like Twitch windows open. Okay, yeah, that was on my Discord. Okay, yeah, make sure I kill all that. Yeah, sometimes I'm like checking my stuff and I forget that I leave like my other windows open. Okay, so if you're hearing an echo, that's why. Alright, so back to what we were doing. We were animating this turret. Okay, that looks a little too damn slow now. So yeah, it's shooting a bullet, so I mean, I guess it should be a bit faster. That looks a little bit too bouncy. Okay. Okay, I guess we can leave it here. Okay, and another thing that we need to do is for this animation, we don't necessarily want it looping. So I'm going to go to the Animation Controller and I'm going to click on this. And we have idle and we have a shoot. So I'm going to go to shoot and I'm going to take this loop time off of here. Now for the blader, I did leave the loop time on because it kind of looks like he's pushing and he's swinging a couple times to do damage. If I don't want him swinging like more than one time, I just use the same technique. Go into his melee attack and turn this loop time off. But for that animation, it kind of looks okay. All right, so back to our animation for this one. So we have to go to the animator, and I'll bring that up. I don't like it when they make this bigger. All right, so we've got one animation, which is shoot. So we'll make a transition to this one, and then we'll make a transition back. All right, and in this one, I'm gonna make a trigger. And I will name this like turret shot. Right. So now why am I naming this like turret shot? Well, that's because I'm being as lazy as I freaking possibly can. So, I'm only trying to use one script really. So, when I go to my script, I do have multiple enemies that are kind of operating from the same script. So, what I'm going to try to do for you guys is I'm going to try to keep everything like simple to where you can kind of set the settings for each type of character in the game just by using one script. So, what I need to do is I already have like a melee attack, I have a shooting attack, but this turret, just from the shape of it, this turret isn't going to be like running around and attacking anybody because they don't got no arms or legs. Yeah, I mean it could be a tank, so it has the ability to move if we wanted to, according to the script. But this is designed to be more of a static enemy, so it's not going to necessarily have a melee attack or anything like that. So it's only going to have the ability to shoot with the way that I'm kind of setting it up right now. But I already have shooting enemies. I have like enemies that can shoot, and I have someone else who just joined my Discord server. Hello. So let me wave. Right click. All right. So I have somebody who just joined my Discord server. Oh, I need to change the animation for that. Hello. Welcome to the server. Welcome to the server. I'm Twitch streaming now. my game build now. All right. All right. So for those of you who might be interested, go ahead and join my Discord server as well, because I'm kind of posting videos every day now of my game builds. So you can kind of keep track of what I've got going on here in Tokyo there. And since I'm going to be doing physical events, physical gaming events and stuff like that, probably starting this month after my kids are back in school for spring break, after spring break, then you know, that'll be a good place to get information about the events and contests and stuff that I'll be running. All right, cool. Yeah, like, so if somebody wants to jump on my Twitch stream, I'll go ahead and put like so I'm kind of like listening to this while I'm doing it. Give me a second, guys. Now I'm still not necessarily good at Twitch streaming yet, so I kind of have to um figure out how to do things on the fly. All right, so share too. It's so handy having a smartphone though. Okay, here you go. Yeah, so if you guys have any good Twitch streaming tips, like, let me know. Because I basically don't know what I'm doing. So, to be honest, I'm just trying to make games and survive. All right, there we go. So, what were we doing before? Well, I'm gonna give you some music. All right. So, what am I going to do now? I am back on this. All right. Oh yes, that's right. So we're making the turret shot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make another, you know, turret shot. And I'm going to make another Boolean. So if you'll notice, most of my code is Boolean based, because I do want to keep this simple enough for, you know, beginners. So technically with this game kit, beginners shouldn't have to code anything. It's just like, oh, okay, I want a melee attack. So I check this box and I switch the animation and yay. But you know, if people are more advanced, then they're welcome to go into this code and just start like messing with it, playing around, and like, you know, customizing it to their own games and stuff. Public bool. This will be like is turret, right? All right. So we're gonna put public bool is turret, and then in the start, that should be fine. Allowing the player to shoot. Right. So this is melee attack. Okay, if it can run, it's true. So okay, so we're gonna be in this, or I'm gonna be in this. You guys won't have to look at this, but if can shoot equals true, then like time between shots, blah 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 blah. All right, and then I will put this is if time in between shots is animate trigger shoot. All right. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create another if statement, and this will be if is turret equals true. So this is turret equals true. Basically, will I'm putting this here to set a different animation for this. So remember, what we did is we in here we went to the animator and we put this turret shot trigger. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to the code and I'm just going to use anim.set trigger, and that will be yeah, you got to make sure that you put the quotation mark here. So turret shot. And this will like so using this method right here, my regular enemies, they can trigger their normal shoot animation. However, if only if this enemy has been marked as a turret will it play the turret shot. If you you know, if you understand what I mean. So let's jump over here. This only works if the enemy is set as a turret. Okay, there we go. So very, very basic code, very basic Boolean based code that, will let even beginners should be able to quickly expand on this. I'm trying to avoid many complex mathematical calculations. One, because I don't understand that shit. And two, like, true and false, on and off switches are easier for beginners, I think. And then, like, once you kind of like, if you want to look at the code and you want to get into the coding side, I am not a coder. I'm not a programmer. Okay, I am a programmer. I just don't like doing programming. So I'm more on the art and story side. Naturally, that's more my forte. But I'm writing code. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can kind of have an easier access to code for my future games. All right, so if you'll notice in the chasing enemy script now, we do have an is turret, right? So when we play the game at the moment, all right, so when I go over, I could drag that turret over here, instead of running all the way over here all the time. So now, like when the turret shoots, you notice there's no animation playing. Yeah, so I mean, it can shoot me, but it doesn't. It's just like the current shot is just like bang, and it doesn't really have any impact to it. So now what I'm gonna do is just kind of cut this off, and all I need to do in order to get that animation to play, theoretically speaking, because I haven't tested this code yet, is to tick this box, and now it is confirmed to be a turret, so that that turret shot animation should play. I'm just gonna run right through this thing because I can. Shoot me. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So it did shoot me, but the animation did not kick off at the right time. So this is kind of a little bit delayed here. Um, and the reason why the animation is delayed is because I set the you have to kind of time the animation for this with the actual shooting time. So when we go here, we'll have, notice we have like can shoot, and then we have the time between shots, right? And this is where like it kind of there's a bit of a disconnect. So the time between shots is 8 seconds, but the actual animation for shoot is very, very short, right? So maybe I can let's see. Actually, that's not exactly correct. So I don't need this to be 8 seconds long. So this needs to kick off. All right, I'm gonna turn this maximize on play off. Yeah, I mean, it could be something as simple as the animation is just too short. Shoot me. Okay, hold on, let me see what's up with this. Okay, that's right. There is a way for me to set this. Hold on. This is a trigger thing, so how can I do that? I forgot how to set that up. There's a way that you can set a trigger up in here. Let me go to this shoot, and there's something here. add event. Okay. Melee attack. Let's see. I think maybe an easy way for me to do this would actually be to create another function down here. Alright, what I will do is I'll create another function down here very quickly, and this will be for the turret shot. Turret shot trigger. And that'll be void turret shot trigger. Alright, and I'm going to copy this code from here. Melee attack. If turret shot is true. Might not necessarily even need this. Yeah, I will need this though. So. Okay, trigger shot, turret shot. All right. Let me put this up here for a second, just to see if this works. Where can I stick this? Turret shot trigger. All right, let me do that, and let me just kind of comment out this this part here. Yeah, see if I can just get it to trigger from at the end of the actual animation. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it right now, so because this is a little bit yeah, I have a feeling that that's not gonna work. Give me a second. But either way, let me move this turret over here so that I don't have to like go chase his ass all the way over to the corner. Shoot me. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna shoot me because that's 8 seconds. Come on, shoot. Okay, yeah, animation's not playing right now. So I might need to actually call this inside of. It doesn't make any sense though, because I'm already calling it. I'm already kind of. I would just be basically doing the same thing. Animation. I'm trying to figure out this. Maybe I could actually put a delay here for you guys to make it a little bit easier. So let me change this from a like void to an IE numerator. IE numerator. IE numerator. Yeah, let me change this to IE numerator instead. And then let me get my yield. So what am I doing? For IE enumerator, that this is what allows you to kind of to set timers. Okay, so one of the best place for me to grab the IE enumerator very quickly without having to like remember how to type that shit is to go to my player, player controller here. Right, and I have a lot of like stuff down here, so I'm just gonna go all the way down to these IE enumerators here, and I'm going to just copy this yield or return wait for seconds. The whole thing. All right, there we go. Right, so instead, yeah, I'm gonna put this here. So and wait for seconds instead of using wait for seconds. I can say maybe put this one down here. All right, anim set trigger is, and this time I want to kind of make sure that this is that its turret is set to true, so I'm going to make sure that its turret is still set to true. And plus, it's good for me to go ahead and put something up here anyway. So, turret is true. Just not. Okay. So its turret is true, and I'm going to say trigger is here. Hold on, just got another message. Give me a sec. Alright, so its trigger is true, and then I'm gonna put a timer here. So for the turret, I'm gonna put a quick delay. Yeah. Public float. This will be turret delay. Right. Right, and then back in our I enumerator for this, we're going to put turret delay. Okay, yeah, so turret delay, and let's see if that'll like give us the ability to set the time. And this clear melee attack, and I'll need to call that in this up here. So let me go ahead and comment this out. So since this is the coroutine, we are not going to be calling it as a normal function. We'll have to use a start coroutine, start coroutine routine looking kind of thing, and that'll be like, what do I name this thing? There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so this might work, it might not work at all. If it doesn't, now we're just gonna kind of move on, because I'm just kind of like showing you how to set up a turret. The animation, like the timing of the animation could be a little bit tricky. Okay, so shoot. Alright, so this animation, okay, goes for about like 1 second, and then, put like its turret is true, can shoot, blah 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 blah. All right, turret delay. Let's go ahead and play this, and let me play with the turret delay while looking at it. Okay, yeah, that shit ain't working at all. Why is it? Why is that? Oh, okay, I think I know why. So I might not have even needed to do any of that coding at all. Animation event has no function. Yeah, okay, so hold on. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of this tag right here. I think that's something I didn't. Let's get rid of the animation event. Let's go back into the animator here, and I think the main problem with this is it probably has some of these. Yeah, okay, so it has an exit time. That's why. Yeah, I couldn't remember that to save my life. All right, so there we go. Let's turn these two off and see if that should allow it to play automatically. I think. No, shoot me. Okay, there. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, yeah, that's where these has exit time and stuff settings come in. Yeah. So I kind of brain farted there. Totally forgot about that shit. Yeah. So that's why it wasn't working before. So now when it shoots, it's shooting every like couple seconds, and it's kind of like shrinking itself down. All right. Cool. So all of that code that I just put in there, I suppose I could actually leave it here. It's not really going to do too much damage. Um, Yeah, I'll get rid of this code because I don't necessarily need it. The code routine, I think I'm going to leave it in there because I have a feeling the force is telling me that that's just going to be useful later for some reason. So, so I'm just going to kind of leave it here, but maybe, maybe go ahead and, okay, let me put a note up here. Potentially useful code for a turret timer. Yeah, I'll leave that in there. All right. So now I'm going to jump back over into Unity. I'm getting sleepy again, but I'm going to keep on going. Right, so I'll be on the scene, and I need to find another playlist. I'm really paranoid about getting like copyright strikes on my Twitch channel though, since I just restarted it. So, but right now I'm using Epidemic Sounds. Yeah, epidemicsounds.com for the music. Right, so let's see. I'm gonna jump back into the animation for the shoot. Okay. So yeah, this doesn't look so bad. If it had like more body parts, I would just animate these two top pieces. But since I am lazy and I didn't want to kind of break this up, it's just gonna be a squishy turret that shoots. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with this guy too much. You guys can kind of play with that and breaking it apart like later if you want to. I think I am gonna leave this turret in the game kit though for you to just kind of play with. All right. Now, so we have this turret. One of the things that we haven't added to a lot of these, though, is if you'll notice, we do have a mini map. So when I maximize on play, then when I hit play, you'll notice that we do have a mini map that will allow us to see the enemies that are on the screen. Yeah, so like right now, you'll see like a mini map, and this like purple dot represents my character, just kind of running around here. But if you notice, there's no there's nothing on the enemy. So this box up here, it has a mini map icon, so that's why we can see it. So we should have mini map icons for the enemies as well, but we don't. So that's a quick and easy fix that I've kind of set up in this kit. So what we can do here is, like for some of my previous enemies, I actually think I've cheated and put one in here. No? Okay, well, even if I haven't, like, put one in there for my other characters, what I can do here is, I'll just go to the player and I'll copy this minimap icon temp, and then I'll go find my enemy. Now, I'll use this for the enemy that we've created. I'll click here and I'll just, like, paste this in here, and I will zero all of this out to the position of the, yeah, to the position of the actual enemy. Now, the good thing about this, and I'll give it maybe a layer of 12 or something. Right, or order in layer maybe 12, so that we can see it. And I'm going to change the color of this as well. So I can change the color of it, I can change the size of it. Yes, I can make it a little bit bigger, maybe move it over here to the center. And now you'll notice that in the mini map we have 2 purple dots, right? So what I can do here is, because of the turret, I don't want it to be identical to my player, so I might change this to like something orange. Now, the bad thing about this is this enemy is supposed to be hidden, right? So right now in the mini map, you can kind of see him. So even like if you're going to use the mini map with hidden characters, then you're probably going to want to make sure that this is turned off, right? That way like when the player's running around, you're like, wait a minute, I see a dot around here somewhere, like so I know there's an enemy around there. So if you want an enemy to be a surprise, just go ahead and turn this mini map icon temp off. And also make sure that this is included as part of the body, because things do get kind of switched around. Alright, so now we have mini maps icons that we can kind of turn on and off if we want our enemy to be visible on the map right here. Like just to kind of make sure you guys can see that. Alright, but this is a hidden guy, so we're going to take him and hide him again. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and jump back in here and turn his mask interaction to visible inside of mask. And now he's completely a ninja, and we can't find him until he gets into the range of our player's like sprite mask, which is right around here. Okay, so let me go ahead and save this, and that turret is looking pretty good right now. So am I going to drag him over to the other scene? No, I'm not going to drag him into the main scene right now, though. Instead, what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go ahead and drop the mini map icon onto my RDC blader, right? And I'll go ahead and center this up to the blader. Yeah, I just totally skipped that X one. Right. Okay, and I give say 12. Maybe 13. Okay. And I'll change the color of this to red. Alright, so now you'll see this red dot pop up on the minimap. And the reason these minimap icons work is because they are set to a layer called minimap here. So this minimap layer is the only thing that can see them. So that's why, even though you're seeing it, actually seeing it over here sitting on top of this guy's head, it's not showing up in the game view. It's only showing up in the minimap. That's because it's been assigned to that minimap layer. So don't forget that. And this enemy is not going to be a hidden enemy, so we can kind of leave this turned on. If we want him to be, if we want our player to know where he's kind of coming from on the in the actual game. So I'm gonna take this minimap icon and I'm going to copy it over to our blader as well. Or sorry, to our gunner. Yeah, so we got a gunner over here. This gunner does not have. This is like a kind of like a static. So I'm just gonna change this guy to, to static because he has no moving body parts, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and give the static one a minimap icon anyway, and go ahead and center it up. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop the same thing in here. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, now all of these guys have their mini-map icons, so we can detect them on the screen. So if I move this guy down, now we have like three red dots surrounding our player. And you know, I tend to give like different colors. These can be dots, these can be squares, these can basically be whatever you want them to be. So I tend to give different colors to different types of enemies. So even for our wiggly monster here, our wiggly monster, I'm gonna make sure that he also has a yeah, minimap icon. And since this is kind of bigger, I might increase the size of it, and I might make it look a little bit more menacing. I said that, but actually I don't know how to make it more menacing because like we've already kind of got like this for, so maybe give him like this kind of green. Blue looks too noble. Now I'm just kind of nitpicking, but okay, maybe I'll give him like this color. Generally, I try to give him something that's kind of similar to the color that they're already using. Might give him that instead. And I'll increase this. Hold on, let me go over here and focus on this. So have to make sure that this is centered up on the actual enemy that you want this icon kind of attached to. And then let me go over here. Yeah, there we go. So this is like what he'll look like. And in this case, because it's a circle, I might not necessarily, because you know, this enemy has like, you know, I want to be able to show that it has a that is a different type of enemy. I could use a triangle, so I'm just gonna type in triangle here. Yeah, and maybe just kind of rotate the triangle. So that'll give the player some kind of indication that, you know, okay, there's an enemy coming, but it's not like the normal type of enemy. What is this? What is this triangle heading towards me? In my games, I tend to use like a triangle for enemies that are flying, and like also the color green for some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. So yeah. Right. So now when I hit play, the player is gonna start getting ganged up on by these guys. Okay, my room is getting cold now. Oh wow, you just like getting totally ganged up on here. He's got turrets, he's getting his shit rocked at the moment. So let me go ahead and kill a few of these guys. Get off me, get off me. You, in the corner. See you, get off me. I can turn the splatter effect off on this turret, I think. Okay, and now we see, in our mini-map, we see this guy coming towards us. very slowly trying to creep. And we can also see his attack range here as well. Alright, so yeah, he's all good. I'm gonna move the splatter effects down to a lower level. Alright, so let me quickly just do that. So what is that? Enemy blood. Okay, so I'm gonna take all of these enemy blood. Yeah, so I'm just kind of drop them down in priority to maybe 5 or something. Now, in the sandbox, I think the player is like actually at default layer 0. So normally I keep the player on about like a 10. Yeah, that should work, I think. If not, you can just kind of adjust the layers depending on your level. Right. So yeah, that's how we can like set these up. So we've got a lot of enemies that can like attack the player, and we have we have our mini map icons and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and save this. And this turret, I could go ahead and drag this turret over to the main scene. But I think we're going to kind of leave him here for right now. And hold on. Melee attack effects for chasing enemy has not been assigned. I think that is for our which one? Let's check. Melee attack. If you see something, like when you're going through the script and you see something that is not available or something that has none in it, remember I created a null object. So just this is a empty dummy object that has like nothing in it. Just go ahead and drop it in here, and that'll solve the problem for you. And also for our wiggly monster, this one might also have might also need that filled in. Yeah, so for all of these, you can go ahead and, just kind of drop this null object. Yeah, so anything that has none in it, if you don't like know what you want to put in there, just drop null in it. Because it's just one, it's just using the same, prefab anyway. Okay, so melee attack. Melee attack. Okay, and the blader actually has a melee attack box, so. And RDC sniper temp. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop this in here as well. Alright, cool. So, that should be it for this one, for this level. So let me take some of these enemies out of here so that our poor player isn't like, getting curb stomped. Right, so we got gunner, blader, we have our shooting, we have our turret. What else do we need? We've got our blader main. Alright, so now I think what we can do is we can go back to Adobe Animate, and we can go ahead and start working on some of these other characters. So we have our gunner done, we have our turret done. So yeah, we got our gunner, our blader, our turret. And now, I think the only other real enemy that we have to do is just this one. So we're back on the art side of the house. And let me pick a different sound from Epidemic Sounds, now. They don't have any, lists that are already... I'm just gonna play some random stuff and hope that you guys like it, because I'm not listening to this anyway, really. Alright, okay, maybe I'm listening to a little bit. This song has like 5 seconds to impress me, or else I'm gonna change it. Right. So now we're going to be working on this right here. This is the what did I call this thing? The Sentry Sentry Drone, I think. Yeah. So since I've already kind of got the color picked that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and hit F8 and I'm gonna put like a RDC Sentry Drone. And I'm going to turn the opacity back down to like 50 so that we can do our modeling. And then I'm going to just jump up in here with Z and V. Okay. And I'll try to model this one fairly quickly so we can go ahead and get it out of the way. This one, this won't have so many moving parts. Actually, let me duplicate this right quick and change the color on this to something a little bit easier to see. So pinks tend to work pretty well for me when it comes to modeling because normally I don't really use so many pinks in it and it's easy to kind of see through. So and then put this here, leave that there, and just kind of round it out up here. And I'll round this bottom half out as well. I was thinking to add a little bit of texture to this by like kind of curving it in down at the bottom. Right, that's good enough, I think. Yeah, that'll be good enough, I think, for this. And now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to copy it and paste in place. Hit Shift and drag it over here, and then go ahead and modify and transform and flip horizontal. Okay. And to be honest, I might want to angle this in a little bit. Yeah. And angle this one. Yeah, maybe they'll look a little bit better if they're angled. And I'll spread them out a bit more. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so next I'll go ahead and create another layer, and I'll use the same kind of box. And I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, make sure that that's clear. And okay, so I could make like two different boxes for this, but you know, since I'm lazy, I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to drag this up here, this right here, this over here, and this right here. Yeah, something like this will work fine. And then I'll hit my Option key and drag it down here. Okay, there you go. Now I'll go ahead and create another box. You know, maybe put that on another layer. Okay, hit B, and drag this one up here. Okay, and this I might want to curve out a little bit. Yeah, I'll curve that out a little bit. It's not really going to matter so much because we're going to put some ovals on top of this, so Okay, so I'll put this in between here. And then hit Q and kind of shrink it in a little bit like there. Move this guy out a little bit more. Yeah, just a tad bit. Alright, and then we'll go here. This one I'm going to, this oval I'm actually going to put in the back because I want this front part to kind of stick out. Okay, and I will make this bigger. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn this, no, actually, I'm not going to do that. I was going to turn that into a movie clip, but actually I'm not going to do that because we're going to be putting some of the top elements on top of here. Okay, so what else do I need? Oh, I need its halo, so that's going to be another oval. Yeah, so this thing has died and gone to heaven, and just became a Sentry Drone during his reincarnation. I'll raise that up a little bit. Okay, so I've got one here, and then I'll take this one, and actually, let me copy this and make sure I'm not on. Take this, move this down here. All right, and I'll hit shift and I'll drag this all the way down below here and expand it out. So this is going to be kind of like the little floating platform that it kind of rides around on. So this thing does have like its own propeller blades and stuff like that, but you know it's also got like some anti-gravity hovering ability. Just in the propeller blades are actually like for when it needs to go into a kind of high speed mode or attack mode, right? But these things were actually designed to be stealth. Stealth drones. So, you know, generally it doesn't really use its propeller so much unless it's in chase or attack mode. Okay. So if you'll notice, I'm just kind of building out each body part. You know, just building up a rough sculpture of it. Right, and let me go to my rectangle tool and work on this. So this is just kind of a stabilizer. Okay, and then I'll add this yet another box. Okay, so this is gonna be like a little bit of an ear looking piece. And I think I'm gonna move this up. Maybe attach it to this actually. Right, and So you can, using this method, you can kind of change the design on the fly. Okay, and let me move this over here and shift and drag it right around here. Okay, and for this part, actually I might want to drag, hold on, I didn't want to duplicate that. Give it a kind of an unusual shape. Okay. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. All right, and so I've got this kind of thing floating above his head. Um, right, this is good. These are okay. That's okay. So this will be like the head part that will have an eye. So I'm just gonna turn this into a symbol. I'll turn this into a symbol. I'll turn this into a symbol. And I'll turn this into a symbol. And these two will also be symbols. Okay. Now, well, since I'm in here, there's a little bit of a line in the middle of these guys. So I'm going to choose a different color. So maybe I'll put the gold bands here. Right. Actually, no, I don't need to draw. I don't need to really draw anything. Let me go to V, and I can just select them like this. Forgot about that. So I'll just select the middle of them right here, and that'll highlight them, and then I'll just turn them to this color. Maybe turn them green, because the rest of these, this is going to be um, a different color anyway. So these are not going to be red. These are going to be a different color. Okay, and I'll like curve them down a little bit to make this look a little bit more rounded. There you go. Right. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. And so these guys will. I don't want every enemy in the game to like be to be red. That would just kind of look sick. So so I'll go ahead and put these guys here, and I'm gonna turn these into movie clips as well because we're gonna add the glow effect to them. Right. And the rest of this is, I think, is fine. So what I will do now is I will go ahead and add a line around these. So the line I'm going to add will probably be this color. And I'll hit my S key to switch to my ink tool. And yeah, I'll maybe put this around these like that. And I'll need to go ahead and round out the top of these. So I'll draw a line here and a line from this corner to this corner. Hit my V key and go ahead and round this out like this. Okay, so just trying to make it look a little bit more rounded. I might also add a line here and here as well, just to kind of focus on like giving some more emphasis to the curvature of this. Yeah, making it look a little bit more curved, a little bit more metallic. Okay, and I guess what I could do is add a few more lines down here. Like I said, I don't have to go too crazy with the details on this because it's a 2D game. Okay, and I'll just duplicate those and hit my shift key and drag them over. And then go ahead and horizontal. Yeah, put them right there. All right, yeah, that will be good enough for these at the moment. And then for this, I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to give these guys their line, which will be, I think we're using this color. Okay. All right, and then because this is a symbol, we're going to not screen these. Gonna go back to normal. And then I will add a glow and not a gradient glow, just a normal glow. And this glow will be our standard green. Yeah, make them look like they're kind of powering up a little bit. I could go inner glow as well, but we'll use this for now. All right, cool. Oh, and the other thing I need to do in here is I need to go ahead and change the base color of these. So all right, and so yeah, I can turn this back up to 100 now. All right, cool. Yay, we have a floating banana. All right, 2 floating bananas. All right, so basically same rules are gonna kind of apply for the rest of these. So except for the bottom plate. The bottom plate, I'll go ahead and change the color of this to this as well. And then change the color of this. And then change the color of this as well. This one I might actually leave this color. Do I want to leave this one this color? Now these will be a little bit different. Yeah, I can leave that here, this color for now, I think. I'm trying to decide which yellow kind of looks better though. This color might actually look better. Yeah, kind of like a yellowish green. Yeah, I think I might go with that. Yeah, make it look a little bit more metallic. Kind of like a lime green. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this color instead. And then I'll go ahead with the line. So let me get my line color here. Okay, and then I'll just go through these guys and add their borders to them. No, not you. Okay, that kind of works. backwards. So you can see like now we're starting to get something that looks a bit more like a robot. This front part, I think I will need to go ahead and turn this into a movie clip as well. So let me go ahead and highlight these lines and this part entirely. Alright, and now I'm going to turn this into a movie clip as well. And just kind of leave it in the back. And I'll move this one, arrange forward. Oh, actually, I don't have to worry about that because it's on a different layer. So let me copy this and put it on the same layer as these guys. And then I can arrange this one and move it to send it backwards. Alright, there we go. Alright, that looks pretty decent right now. And I'll go in here and add the lines to this. And then I can make sure that this also has this line. And now for this bottom piece, this is actually going to be a transparent blue because this will be the hover circle. And I'll give this a line as maybe something like this. And this will go into back. Oh, okay, that's on a different layer. Hold on. Okay, and now I'll put like a send to back here, right? Yeah, and this will be like the thing that's kind of propelling this this little guy through the air. All right. So now what we need to do is do I want to add any lines to this? I'll go ahead and add a little small line to this, just so that we could see it in case. So I'll drop the line width down to maybe 1 and just give it okay, I'll give that a 2. Okay. Alright, so that looks pretty decent. So this part is a little more see-through than I want it to be though. So let me go ahead and click in here and change these greens. I'll make sure that these greens are like 100. Don't need to see through them, really. Right, and so now all I have to do is kind of make the lines and make the eye part. So I'm going to highlight both of these, and I'm going to take the alpha down. Okay, and then I'm going to create another layer above this, and we have 2 eyes here. So I'm going to be using maybe the oval tool, and I'll use this black. Right, and so this is the red dragon clan, but we don't have any red on it, so I'll fix that in a little bit. So let me hit the oval tool, and I'm making sure I'm on this top layer here, and I'm just going to drag. That's not the top layer. Oh. Let me drag this layer up, because I want it above everything. And let me zoom in. Okay, so oval tool, and you drag this here. So this will be like kind of the little camera socket thing. Okay, I'll put it that one there. Okay, and then I will duplicate this. Or sorry, I will copy this and paste it in place, and drag another one down here and make it wider. Okay. Okay, and let's see. From here, just kind of copying this inside circle, and I'm gonna paste it in the middle and shrink it down here. and I will turn this circle to probably black. And I might actually change this to a black line. Okay. Okay, and then like maybe the same thing down here. Okay. Now, actually, to be honest, I have a. I forgot that I totally have. I don't have a color reference for this on in the top of my head right now, but I do have a color reference to this on my store because I actually sell store products with this character already that I totally forgot about. So, Wildfire Legend of the Ryukage. Ah, here we go. So let's view our t-shirt with our little scavenger droid here. Yay! Alright, so yeah, okay, so you got the, okay, so this one should be yellow, this one should be orange, and then we'll put like 3 dots here. Okay, yeah, that's what I was missing. Yeah, I was trying to do this from memory, but I totally forgot. So, if you like this character, like, by all means, stop by my Nerdy Urges online store and go buy that t-shirt because that will definitely help me out. Um, So the top one I think was yellow, and then this one right here on the bottom was orange. And what other color do we have in here? Okay, and then we have like a couple of orange dots here. Now, this design is a little bit different because I did put these around here. So am I gonna add the dots? Should I add the dots? Let me jump in here to see which one looks better. So I have these green lines, which don't really look that bad, to be honest. Mm, yeah, I think those dots might actually look better than this. So let me hide this. Oh, not hide the whole thing, damn it. Uh, jump up in here. Mm, decisions. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. So I'm gonna jump in here and just change the color of this. And for this, I'm going to get rid of this line. Or am I going to get rid of this line? Or am I just going to hide this line using the same color that I've already got selected? I think I'm going to do that instead. So let me, nope, not that. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to hide this line using the same color. And I'll get rid of the glow because I don't need that glow anymore. And then for this line, I'm going to come over here and just change the color of that one to match here. Okay, this is not working out as I imagine. Why? Okay, yeah, something like that works. Okay, yeah, something like that'll work for right now. And then instead of having those green bars, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the actual lines. Sorry, the what we saw previously, the circles might look that those might look better for this design. Okay, yeah, I just messed that up, man, a little bit. So, nope. Okay, yeah, this works fine. All right, now let me jump back in here. Okay, so yeah, this will look pretty good. All right, so now what I can do here is I'll go ahead and add my little orange spots. Okay, I want to make sure that I don't have a fill on this. All right, so yeah, I'll just use my oval tool and add like three little dots up in here, and those will be on the top layer as well. Orange. No, they're kind of big, I think, so I'll shrink them down. And one more. Okay, yeah, something like this will probably look better. And I can drag these out over here. Maybe change the color to something a little bit lighter. And then go ahead and turn these into a symbol. And the reason why these are so light is because we were going to wind up giving these a glow anyway. So. Oh wow, sorry about that, guy. That is my alarm clock. That's my alarm clock telling me I'm supposed to be going to bed. And I think we might also give these guys the inner glow. Yeah, that inner glow looks better. Okay, so we'll give this an inner glow, and then we'll also give them an outer glow. All right, so for the inner glow, might want to make this even lighter. Come on. Okay, and then the outer glow, I might just increase the strength of it and turn it to like medium. Okay. Yeah, that will work for now, I think. And the good thing about movie clips, though, is in Animate, is that I can always use tinting. So if I want to make something like, lighter or darker, so maybe I want this to be a little bit darker. Now, when it comes to the game scene, though, I'm not really sure how dark I want to make them or how light I might want to make them. But this does allow me to, like, so I can use the same graphic in a different scene and just kind of like, okay, well, this is the water scene, so I need a water looking like a drone, and I can just kind of change it here. Well, that doesn't look too bad, actually. A little bit kind of reddish. I kind of like this. So I'm just going to tint all of these red, that color red for now. Ah, yeah, okay, that does look much better. That looks a little bit more like kind of metallic, a little bit more metal. Right, and for this, since I'm using the tinting function, I need to have a turn this into a movie clip. Right, so we'll do that here, and it's automatically going to do that over there. Why? Um, let's go ahead and tint this one as well. Right, and you. Okay, yeah, it wasn't showing my movie clip, so. Right, and yeah, we're going, this is alpha right now, alphaed out right now, so I can go ahead and just switch it to tint, and the bottom one as well. And switch it to tint. All right, yeah, that looks a little bit more Red Dragon-ish. All right, so with these, I'm just gonna copy these movie clips over here, and that double glow looks especially nice. So let me go ahead and drag these over here first, and then we're going to flip horizontal, make sure that they're spaced out kind of well, and I think I'm gonna like actually copy and paste these on top of each other to give them more of a kind of glowing look. For this top circle in here, let me zoom in a bit more. Yeah, so for this top circle in here, I think I'm going to duplicate that one more time. I could actually turn this into an eye, so I think I'm going to turn this one into an eye, and I'll go here and copy, and then paste, and then hit Q and drag it down. And this will give us the ability to kind of move the eye around to make it look like it's kind of looking at the player. So I think I'll give this a green eye or red eye. Green eye or red eye. Green eye or red eye. Dark red eye. Okay, so now like we can kind of move this eye, we'll be able to move this eye around. Now, are we going to move this eye around? Probably not, because it's a 2D like top-down shooter game. But just because when I'm making my characters, I'm not necessarily just thinking about making characters for this game. I'm also thinking about what I can use these characters for in the future. So even something like this would be fine. And maybe this is a lens, right? This whole area right here is a lens. So I can also add like one more layer and just kind of go to my rectangle tool, and I'll change this to a white. And then I'm just gonna draw a box right on top of this. And kind of match it up here, match it up here, drag it down here, drag it down here, and then go ahead and curve it out like this way. Okay, so something like this. And then I'll go here and change the opacity down to like maybe 15. Yeah, that might be a little bit too low. So 15, we'll go with 25. Kind of make it look like, it's kind of got like a little bit of a glow here. This right here, this will be another kind of Kamehameha looking thing. So I'm going to change the inside of this one probably to the same orange that we were using before. So let me just copy this and paste it in place, hit this, shrink it down. Okay, and I'll go ahead and fill this with this color. Yeah, this color. Turn this into that wasn't supposed to happen. Turn this into a movie clip. And go ahead and add my glows to this as well. Glow, inner glow. Yeah. So that kind of makes it look like it's kind of powering up a little bit. And then I'm going, on the outside of this, I'm going to add another glow. And this is going to be a yellow. And I'll turn this one to like maybe a high. Yeah, that really looks like it's kind of emanating light. Okay, yeah, it kind of gives it like this little halo effect, right? All right, and then I think that's about it for this guy. And what am I doing? Oh, okay. So we have the eyes, we have everything like that. Oh, the only other thing that we're really gonna have to do down here is add a glow to this. So keep in mind, we still haven't like looked at post processing in Unity yet, which is actually what we're going to be doing. So let me make this bigger. For this inside circle, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take that stroke off. It's not necessary for this. And I will make this guy transparent as well. So this will, like, you know, kind of look like a little see-through force field looking thing. Oh, this is tinted. I was like, well, I'm like, why the hell is that like so dark? But yeah, you are none. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I suppose I can kind of move this down a little bit to make it look like this thing is actually floating above. And maybe make it a tad bit bigger as well. Okay, and I think that's good enough. The only other thing I'm going to add to this is on this layer with the circles here is I'm going to go back to my oval tool and I'm going to select a red, like maybe a dark red line, and then a solid, sorry, red here with a dark red line. And I'm going to come here and draw a circle right there. And hit Q to angle this one out. Okay, for the fill on this, I'm going to go ahead and bump this all the way up. And then I'm going to turn, actually, let me go ahead and copy this one. And then I'm going to turn this one into a movie clip as well. And I'll add a glow to, not now, sorry. I'm going to add a glow to this. Yeah, so standard glow to this one is fine. Or if I wanted it to be, I mean, I could change it to like more of a pinkish glow if I wanted to. All right, and then on this side, let me go ahead and copy and paste that in place. And then I'll drag this one over here. And then transform and flip horizontal. And now I'll turn this one to blue. Do I want that blue or green? Okay, I'll change it to blue. Leave it blue right now. And I may go true blue. So fill will be this one, and then the stroke might be like more of a true blue kind of color. Okay, and I'll turn this into a movie clip, and I will add another glow to this. And this glow will be this blue right here. So that will kind of make it look a little bit like a police siren or something. Don't want to go inner glow. Nah, yeah, the standard glow is fine. Okay, so now let's back up out of this. And there we have our Sentry Drone. We have our Sentry Drone with a little bit of extra baggage. So let me jump back in here. and delete that. Yeah, so we don't need that anymore. Now, I could add some shading to this. So if I were going to add shading, I would just like add it here. But since we're going to be using like shader graphs, and we're going to be switching the project over to UPR in a little bit. That won't be necessary, I don't think. Okay. And now I want to go in here. So I'm going to select this color, and I forgot I need to change the halo to this color as well. Okay, make it all look, nice. And I also need to change the line too, now I think about it. Okay, step up in here, hit my S key, and go ahead and make the line the same color. There we go. All right, cool. So our Sentry Drone is also done now. So, let's see. So if I move this guy around, he's like, meow, 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 right? And so these parts can be animated, if I choose to, in Animate. So, I can actually, go ahead and, for this, I might not actually use any animated parts in the game, though, to be honest. Or am I going to use animated parts? I'm debating right now. Give me a second. That and that can actually, so actually all of this part here, yeah, this part here, and this part here, and minus this part. Well, I don't need that. I'll go ahead and combine these into a movie clip. And that way, when I do want to have some kind of animation on this, I think. So that way, when this Sentry is flying and changing directions, like maybe we can have it kind of like have this kind of tilt and pivot. I'm not going to try to go for a whole helicopter effect because that wouldn't be practical for this. But maybe when it's doing something, I might have it like kind of pivot this way before it starts moving to the left, and like pivot this way when it starts moving to the right. Okay, but anyway, I'll figure out what to do with that in a little bit. All right, so let's go back here, and yeah, our Sentry Drone is all good. Maybe this little disc I might actually take out of here and put that and just paste it in the actual scene. And then I have to go find it because I didn't, which is actually pretty easy. So all I have to do is hit the Q key. And then I'll go to V and drag it to where my Sentry is and zoom back in and save my scene. Right. And this will be like separate from the actual thing. That way I can adjust the size and add effects to it and stuff like that if I need to. All right. As a matter of fact, I might make this a bit bigger. Okay, maybe not. I can do that anyway. So let me go ahead and export this. I'll export PNG sequence. And right now this is static, I forgot. So let me copy this as well. So exit this, and I'll put it here as well. And then let me go grab this. Okay, so these will be the main separations. I could like separate these and have them kind of move in and out. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Right. So let me go ahead and export PNG sequence. This will be RDC. What is this? RDC, not turret. RDC Sentry. RDC Sentry drone. So maybe the propeller. Okay, and this will be export PNG RDC Sentry Drone. That can be the body, and then be RDC floaty disk or some shit. RDC Sentry Drone um, floater. All right, cool. So now that we have all of these parts, you know, drawn, we can do what we normally do and go to Unity and go to my sprites folder. So remember, like these sprites that I'm putting in the kit are designed for you to have to kind of change them. So alright, I'm getting sleepy again. It's been a long day. All right, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, finish this up. So now we've already imported our graphics in here, but say we want to go ahead and create a new character. Well, we're going to create a new character the same way that we created an old character. So we're just gonna find whatever enemy we have in the scene, which is this blader right now, and we're gonna just duplicate him and drag him out here, and so you're going to duplicate him, drag him out here, change it to RDC Sentry Drone. Okay, Sentry Drone, right? And then we're just going to replace the header. So instead of this, we're going to use, instead of the header, we can kind of use the propeller here. And then for the body, I'm going to swap the body out. So I tried to make this really, really easy. All right, so we're going to swap the body out. And then the only other thing that we actually that's still the head, sorry. Okay, good. Let's go back to the head and swap that back to the propeller. Right, and then right arm, left arm, we don't have to worry about that. We are going to just use the, so I could get rid of these, or I could leave them in there and just cut them off. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of these because we're not necessarily going to need them, and we're going to be using a different animation controller for this anyway. So we'll go ahead and delete these. Foot right, so we can just put like bottom or floaty disk or whatever, like floater. Okay. So now since we're, I just put that in totally the wrong thing, by the way. Yeah. So I want my Sentry Drone. I need to make sure I'm in the right duplicate symbol. Okay, there we go. So yeah, now I'll go back into this one and just quickly switch these. So head will be, why am I switching this one? There we go. I know why, because I'm getting sleepy. So when I start getting sleepy, shit like this happens. Okay, there we go. Alright, and let's go back to the arm right. We don't need these. We do need the body though, so. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Right, and then for the Sentry Drone also, we're not going to use the same animator, so we can get rid of this animator from here because we have different body parts now. Right, and for the mini map icon for these guys, I tend to use a for flying for stuff that can fly over walls or whatnot. I tend to use a green. I don't know why. It's just like my color scheme. Right, and all we have to do now is just kind of make sure that everything lines up. So the body needs to come down a little bit below this. Right, and then the foot can, I could drag it all the way out here, but it's going to look like it's in front of it. So I kind of wanted to make sure that looks like it's kind of floating on top of this. Right. So, yeah, for this Sentry Drone, I think we're going to, I'm going to move this mini map icon down to the center as well. And let's go with the head, move the head up, move these propellers up a bit. All right. So this is what our Sentry Drone is going to kind of look like. And you'll notice the Sentry Drone is facing this way. So what's going to happen is when I press play, the Sentry Drone is going to like start doing all kind of crazy shit and like, you know, kind of like, because it's set to turn to rotate towards me. So it's not going to really look that good. Oh, actually, that looks better than I thought. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Actually, that doesn't look bad. It looks better than I thought it was gonna be, than I thought it was. But what I was gonna do is say like if the rotation doesn't look good for your character, then you don't necessarily have to use it. So with this Sentry Drone, I'll give this a speed of yeah, speed of maybe 0.5. Stopping distance of about maybe 4. Can run? No, he doesn't run. Can rotate. So if I turn can rotate off, right now the Sentry Drone is turning to face the character. But if I don't want it to do that and I just kind of wanted to float toward them using the same kind of angles, you know, then I might turn that off. One thing that we're going to do for the Sentry Drone, though, also is we're going to have to reposition his shot point. Okay, so arm left, weapon sprite. Okay, and the shot point is here. So, this Sentry Drone doesn't have a shot point because it was attached to the arm that we got rid of. So I'm going to create an empty, and I'm going to name this shot point. Right, and this shot point will be illustrated by this icon here. Okay, and let me go ahead and find this shot point. And I'll move the shot point down to maybe the bottom. Yeah, could be the bottom or it could be the top. I think I'll move it to the top to give him kind of like a little Cyclops eye looking thing. And don't forget, we'll have to update the shot point here because right now there's no shot point because we deleted it when we deleted the arm and the weapon. So I'll put the shot point in here. Right, and that should be good. So body minimap homing target. Yeah, this is a homing target. So I think I will change the color of the homing target so that we can kind of like differentiate that. So that'll be a homing target, or this will be a homing target. All right. So, now let's see. When I hit play at this time, we're going to get an error because we deleted the animator controller, but actually it needs to have one. So we're going to go ahead and add an animator controller. We deleted that animator controller because the physical the physical body of this is different. Actually, let me remove the controller and do this the right way. So I'll go to create, and I will go to animations, and then we'll make a new folder, and this will be like RDC Sentry Drone, and I'll put just a standard idle. Right here. Okay, and that'll fix that problem. So we don't have to actually animate anything. We just have to have a controller in it that's kind of assigned to it in case, because that's what the script is looking for. All right, so now when I hit play, okay, so now this is kind of following the player, but you'll notice that it's not really turning to face him or anything. And he's just kind of getting ganged up. So this thing is just kind of flying around, but it's not really changing angles so much or whatnot. So that's because we turned the rotation off. So if I want this to rotate towards the player, I can just leave it here. But if you're going to rotate something toward the player in this game, it needs to be facing the right direction. So it needs to be facing to the right. So basically the nose and the head should be over here. If I don't want something to rotate toward the player, then that's a really easy fix. I can just go over here and rotate it this way. All right, and let me move the head up a little bit to a slightly better position. Yeah, right around here I think is good. So I can rotate it this way, and then when I hit my play, yeah, it'll just kind of follow me without rotating to face me. Yeah, unless it hits me or something, or it hits the physical body, which is kind of what's happening to it right there. So if I set it to static, right now this is set to dynamic, but if I set it to static, it's not really going to do anything. It's not really going to rotate or anything. So let me demonstrate that. All right, so the physics body on this guy right now, we're going to have to change. So let's go ahead and change the box collider. So right now we're changing the trigger. So and make this larger. Yeah, so for trigger, that doesn't really matter so much what shape you use because in most cases. Alright, so I can use the box collider for this one. And then for the physical body needs to be smaller than the actual body, remember? So you can put this here, and then maybe not as wide. So maybe I might want these to be able to pass through stuff, but I might want it to get stuck, bump into something once it goes beyond a certain point. Okay, so I've got these. And is there anything else that I need to change? So Sentry Drone, head, body, physics, body, shot point, all of this good stuff. Alright, yeah, cool. So now he's just kind of running straight up on me. Oh, he's still dynamic. So let me change the rigid body on this so that it doesn't keep on turning whenever it bumps into a corner. So I'll go to Sentry Drone, go to the rigid body, and instead of having it at the dynamic, I'm going to put it at static. and that way when it bumps into something, it's not. I can put it as static, or I can also just cut the rotation off on the X or the axis. Oh, sorry about that. You get on my screen. Yeah. And since this is you'll notice that the bullets are spawning from the eye, which is what we want. But since this is a Sentry Drone, I don't necessarily want it to, be able to melee attack me. So I'm gonna go to its chasing enemy script, and I'm going to simply turn this off. So now he can't melee attack me. He can only shoot. And that is the power of this 2D game kit. It's just supposed to be all like, turning options on, turning options off, and then just switching the graphics, and then you have your game basically. And also, if you'll notice that this Sentry Drone can actually fly over walls. I think he can still fly over walls. Oh no, he can't fly over walls. And the reason why he can't fly over walls right now is so the reason that I created this Sentry Drone is because I want something that can go through barriers or fly over barriers. So for the Sentry Drone, we inside of the other enemy that we've created, we have a physical body. For the Sentry Drone though, I'm gonna turn this physical body off, right? Because I wanted to be able to fly over walls or go through walls, right? And this is a technique that you can also use for like Ghost or something like that. Something that isn't really bound by the laws of physics. So the RDC Gunner and the RDC Blader that we've created, when I run to an object or if I run behind a wall, they're going to get stuck. But this Sentry Drone should still be able to keep coming for me, right? So see, he got stuck there. But the Sentry Drone doesn't give a shit. It's just because it has no physical body to bump into. However, yeah, we can still of course shoot him and kill him, just like we can everything else on the screen. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we created our Sentry Drone. Let's see, what else are we gonna add to this Sentry Drone? So our Sentry Drone is kind of cool. I think I am going to go ahead and turn this can rotate back on because that worked out a little bit better than I thought it was going to. So can rotate will be turned on. We don't have any animation for this right now, but for this type of character, you might not necessarily need an animation. What you might need, at least not on this, what you might need instead though is for, I put foot here. So I'm just gonna put like a floater disc, and then I'm gonna put like a propeller. I'm not sure if I spelled that right, and then the body right. So I might keep this kind of static, but I might change the floater disc and add some animation to that. So, and I can do this on the idle. Because the floater disk is not really going to do too much. It's just going to be there. Okay, so in idle, I'm going to turn this on, and basically for the floater disk, what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it on, like increase and decrease the opacity. So for like the floater disk, I've got hold on. This looks to be a little bit off center actually. Give me a second. Let me fix that first. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably look better. All right, so let me go here. And then I'm just going to turn the opacity down on this if I can. And then I'm gonna turn the opacity back up. Well, actually, yeah, I'm getting really sleepy, so I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. Okay. And then in the last frame, I'm just gonna bump that back up to 100. And this one can loop. This animation can loop. Okay, that's kind of fast. So maybe I kind of want, since it's got the lights on it, I kind of want to give it the image of like maybe like a police siren, like, you know. So I might make this a little bit longer, like woo, woo. So let me drag this all the way out here. It's about 40. Okay, yeah, that's a lot more subtle, I think. So we'll keep this one. And you know, that floater just does kind of look cool, but at the same time, you know, it's like, okay, well, it's just kind of glowing floaty disc. Woohoo! So what we're going to do now is in this game kit, I did put particle systems. So so I do have a few particle systems that we can kind of attach to this. So, and those would be under the FX, I think. So yeah, particle explosion, fire dragon particles, health particles, FX no, yes, cookie, hit particles, heal particles, da 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 da. Let's see, do I have any? Honeybee particle system. Yeah, so I'm gonna drag this Honeybee particle system, and this is from my my Miyabi's Run game. So let's see what this looks like. All right, cool. So yeah, so we're gonna use this particle system, and I'm going to drag this under our drag this under our floater. Yeah, drag it under a floater, and I'll go ahead and make sure that this is all centered up. So 0, 0, and then 0. And maybe drag it over here a little bit more. All right, and then I'm gonna have to rotate this guy. I can rotate it this way. Yeah, I'll rotate it that way. And like I can also like shrink it down because that's gonna be a little bit too much. So I'll shrink it down. And I might leave it that way. However, I am going to change the shape of it. So where is my shape? Shape. Oh, not the shape. 2D texture. Yeah, my brain is slowly turning to mush, so you can ignore me. So that's like materials, sprites. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to call it in a little bit because I'm getting sleepy. Oh, shape. Shape, cone, texture, emission. Where are you? Sprite. Is it sprite material? I can't remember now. Yeah, actually, I can't remember, and my brain is kind of turning to mush at the moment. So, maybe texture sheet. Ah, there we go. Sprite. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So Sprite, missing object. So basically, what I can do is I can change this. Right now it's just pumping out these boxes because it has nothing else better to do. But if I change this to like a diamond or something like that, then it'll, give it more of a, well, it'll basically just copy the shape of whatever I specify. So maybe instead I would like to have it as sparkle. So I could change it to sparkles, or I could change it to like these, which wouldn't really make sense, but I can do that. Or I can even have like little mini like disc pop out, or like any kind of splatter or whatnot. I think probably the first diamond that we thought was pretty good though. Yeah, so we'll go, well, second diamond. So we'll go with this white diamond here, for the particles for this. All right, and when I create a new particle system or something like that, I tend to rename it. So Honeybee particle system is now already the Sentry floater particles. Right, and then in my under my prefabs. Okay, I'm just gonna drag this in here and save this as an original prefab. Okay, so now when this thing starts chasing me, it'll be rotating, it'll be shooting at me, and it'll have a particle system. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so like it's chasing me, it's emitting particles, which it should be doing, which is cool. And that's how easy it is to add a particle system to your enemies. Okay, and what else was I gonna do? Oh, the final thing I'm gonna do for tonight, before I rack out, is when we were looking at the blader before, I did add a melee attack effect, but I couldn't find the graphic that I wanted to use, so so that was kind of frustrating for me. So what I did is I actually found that graphic. So I'm gonna go into go here and look up weapon. Hold on, I think I drug it up in here already. Where are you? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm getting sleepy again. So I just had that thing out so I could kind of remember where I put it, but now I'm like missing it. So it's a PNG type. Here's some of the other weapons that I made for some of my other games, like Quest of the Gummy Witch and stuff like that. Great, now I can't figure out where I put that, so because I'm so tired. Okay, I seem to have misplaced my graphic again. What is this one? Okay, yeah, when this happens, that means that it's a sign for me to go to bed. So, trail circle, yeah. Okay, let's see. Weapon swing effect. Let me reveal this in Finder. Okay, so let me copy this one and go to Finder again. Right. So go back here. Right, and I'll copy this to temp effects. Okay, so I'll just name this one to weapon effects. Okay, so I'll change this to weapon effects, and then I'll go back into Unity over here. Okay, so I'm just dragging this in here. And now what I'll need to do is I will need to go find this. Right, and weapon effects. And then I'll go into Sprite Render and Sprite Editor. And when I'm in Sprite Editor, I'll need to change this to multiple. Then I can go to Apply down here. Okay, then I can open up the Sprite Editor, and I'm gonna go ahead and slice these guys. So I'll go with slice, and there's not really so much in here. It's just like two little graphics, but you know, I just wanted to toss them up in here anyway. All right. So now, what I can do with this melee attack effect is I can instead of choosing the square, I can go to all the way down to the weapon effect. So it's gonna be weapon effect, and I can choose this one. All right, and this will be like the swing through, and then in here, okay. So you notice this is already kind of turned green. That's because that's because I set it to green. So I'm gonna turn it this way, and I'm gonna turn it this way. Right, so I'm gonna flip it on both because of the way that was facing before. Alright, and now with this I'll actually make the size a little bit bigger on the, well, not just a little bit bigger, but a lot bigger. Okay. And I will rotate this out. Okay, and make this bigger. So I'll make this really, yeah, I'll make it really big and really kind of stand out. And then I will change this to, okay, something like maybe this will work. Okay, so now when this guy attacks me, actually see this little green flash show up, and we're gonna wind up using post processing on this to make it glow. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. So when he like decides to do it like a little attack thing. Um, Now what I can do here is melee attack effects of chasing enemy has not been set. All right. What is that? Okay, so back in Blader, so the melee attack is like it starts off here, comes all the way back here. All right, so this is where we can kind of start manipulating how it actually looks. Okay, and then for this frame, I can actually turn this sprite render off. Right, so don't. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better, right? So it looks like you'd kind of like whipping it through. Yeah, and that's kind of what we were going for. So, okay, so next step, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, I'm drifting off to sleep here, guys. All right, but anyway, like, yeah, that's why I'm so quiet because this music is putting me to sleep. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for today because my eyes are getting tired. If I sit up here any longer, you're just gonna see like drool running down my face. So, so yeah, he got his little animation thing here now. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm in the idle scene. I'm gonna turn this off. Um, so because we don't need to see it in the idle scene. So, for idle, this is gonna be off. And then, you know, when he does his attack, that's the only time that we're gonna see it like really pop up. Okay. Okay, so he runs up to me, the little like double attack thing, and I'll fix that later. You know, uh, now that I'm like sleepy. But anyway, like we've got a couple of other enemies in here that we can kind of play with and look at and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for tonight. So like I said, this is supposed to be code free and you know easy for you guys to use. So like and I will be updating the code and what you're seeing me do on Twitch tonight later during this week. But you can go ahead and buy this like 2D game kit. So go to my website at creativemv.com. And you can like you know play the demo game and you can like download you know download the game kit from this link right here. It's about like $45 right now, but the price will be increasing. I keep on adding more stuff to it, so go ahead and get it while it's cheap. You can play the demo game here, and as you were just looking at, I do have merchandise with these characters already on it. So you can actually buy, you know, go to my nerdyartist.com online store and, you know, go ahead and browse some of the apparel items that I have made up of my original game characters and then buy those to support my channel. So if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, like, follow me on Patreon and Instagram, and I'm going to start doing TikTok and stuff like that as well. And I will see you all next time.